Our show is Place the Oxygen Mask on Yourself First. When we fly the friendly skies, once we get past the TSA Speed-Dating session, where we are neatly pickpocketed of all of our tools of self-defense, the airlines truly do get the importance of us being our own immediate responders. Every single flight begins with a quick lesson in self-preservation and even goes a step further in understanding that we are individually the key element in saving our own lives in order that we might save others. 7 simple words say all of this and more. Place the oxygen mask on yourself first. Why did they say that? Because if we take that measure of responsibility to protect and preserve our own lives, then we are able to help protect and preserve the lives of our seatmates, and then place their oxygen mask on those who are unable to do so for themselves. Why do you suppose they don't ask us to just sit patiently and allow the professionals who have been highly trained in the proper procedure to make their way to each person and place the oxygen mask on each person? Because speed is crucial. Time is the key element to survival, and faster saves lives, which, by the way, is the name of an initiative to bring increased safety and security to our school campuses across the nation. Interestingly enough, the acronym FASTER is made up of 7 words as well. Faculty, Administration, Staff Training, Emergency Response saves lives is a program out of Ohio and Colorado, and it is the real-life, real-time example of the oxygen mask. The Faster Saves Lives program has trained thousands of volunteers and has been doing so for the past 5 years with no derogatory incidents, and which has likely acted as a deterrent in schools the nation over, saving untold numbers of lives simply by having armed and prepared staff members present in our schools. Whenever people want to talk about gun violence statistics, not only do those stats that's a good word, disingenuously, oh my gosh, we're just gonna roll with that, include times when the good guys and gals used a firearm against violence, but they also leave out the times when the mere presence of preparedness and training acted as a life-saving deterrent to those who would do violence. What we do know is that responsibly armed citizens use guns 2.5 million times a year for self-defense, and 200,000 times a year a woman uses a firearm to prevent a sexual assault. And in the immediacy of the violence brought to their doorstep, they acted faster to save lives and take the best possible action, just like they would if the life-saving tool happened to be an oxygen mask. When we, as individuals, take our own safety as our responsibility, lives are saved. Period. Simple. Uncomplicated. And when we look at the firewall that our forefathers put into place in our Bill of Rights, the Second Amendment, which they further protected with the clause, shall not be infringed, we realize that that firewall was placed there to keep the professional hysterics and politicians from trying to needlessly complicate matters with emotions, half-truths, and outright foolishness and lies. Will we once again understand that it is up to you and I to keep ourselves safe, so that we can also keep our friends and family safe, which in turn will keep our neighborhoods safe and our communities safe and our nation a better place for everyone to live out the American dream of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, all because we take the advice of those tasked with keeping us safe as we fly over this beautiful nation of ours when they tell us to place the oxygen mask on yourself first. Dan?